bursting the seams. I think we are on 15. Somehow we've made 15 episodes. I think I had a pretty good day yesterday. I think I went 4-2. I did not pay attention to what Ant did, but I'm looking. His name today is Yesterday Sucked Sorry. So I'm assuming he didn't do well. What happened yesterday, Ant?
Reverse swept.
Reverse. It's a good way to put it.
Well, we both shit the bed on that Astros play. Yeah, the Diamondbacks didn't do very good.
Yeah, we don't have to recap the losses.
Milwaukee won. Milwaukee won, though. There we go.
Yeah, I was on Milwaukee.
And let's talk about the winners. Milwaukee won, and the Bueller strikeout prop won. Everything else, let's just put it in the past.
Yeah. Well, no, between both of us, we're probably even then, I would say. I think I went 4-2.
Yeah, we totally overestimated Wade Miley's ability to still pitch baseballs this late in the year, though. Holy shit.
Did they give up 3 touchdowns? Is that what I saw? 21-7?
It was a football score, yeah. It was a football score. In Houston.
Yeah,
it was the Raiders and the Texans.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. All right, well, if we broke even yesterday minus the juice, we'll take it. Anyway, let's move on to today. Let me pull up the slate. Let's see who we got in the chat. What's up, Walla Walla? We got Rich. We got Jay in here. Viral. What's up, boys? I appreciate you guys checking in the middle of football season. Well, not in the middle of football season, but the beginning of football season here. So I appreciate it.
It's Wednesday night. What else are you going to bet?
That's true. There ain't no football. Do we have is Thursday night football starting tomorrow?
Yeah, but there's no reason to break down Thursday night football games. Just bet the home team on the spread and move on. I mean, they cover like 70% of the time, so fuck it.
Do you have anything to base that on, or are you just making shit up? Or
no, I mean, like the home team literally covers like 70% of the time. The home team covers the spread on Thursday night baseball like 70% of the time over the last 3 years.
Thursday night football.
Yeah, Thursday night football, the home team covers the spread like 7 out of 10 times. I might be exaggerating; it might be like 65%, but it is in that ballpark. It is in that range. So I mean, there's no reason to cap Thursday night football. Just bet the home team if it's the favorite to cover, and you'll hit 65%.
And I disagree with what Ant says. Cap it before you just blindly bet it. So
I'm blindly betting it. Blow me. I'm blindly betting it. Carolina minus the points all day long.
I wonder if there's some sort of correlation why that is.
Yeah, we could get into that later. Let's get into these baseball games. But yes, there is.
All right, whatever. Just trying to entertain the audience here, for fuck's sakes. They're in here doing us a favor, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I want to get through the 6 o'clock games, and then we'll go back and I'll explain the Thursday night football side to you.
You don't have to. I didn't really care. All right, let's go. Wait. We already missed the 6 o'clock game. I don't even have it on.
Central time. 6 o'clock Central games. 7 o'clock Eastern. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's start off with the Braves and Keuchel. Phillies, Eflin. Braves are minus 143. Comeback on the Phils plus 133. Over under 9.5. Team totals 5.5 Braves, 4.5 Phillies. I got nothing. Ant?
Same here. Nothing. I mean, I lean Braves, but the line's about right to slightly juice towards the Braves. You know, I'd say this should be about like minus 140, plus 140 range. So, I mean, you're really not getting enough value on either side to bet it.
Okay.
And the total's too high to bet an over, but I don't want to take an under either.
Gotcha. Okay, so we get the Dodgers and Stripling. We got the O's and Means minus 202 with the Dodgers, plus 187s. Come back on the Orioles. Over unders 10. Team totals 5.5 for the Dodgers, 3.5 for the Orioles. I didn't bet this, but I wouldn't mind like a run line on the Dodgers at minus 145. Means was supposed to be their ace. He's not pitched well for the last couple months. Stripling was a great pitcher last year, started in the bullpen. I trust him a lot. I don't have a play, but I would lean as a run line for the Dodgers at minus 145 full game. And you got anything?
Yeah, the thing is like the line is kind of cheap on the Dodgers. I'm looking at minus 205. I mean, a Dodgers Orioles matchup, you would think the Dodgers should be closer to like minus 250, minus 300. But I think a lot of this just is an overreaction to the fact that the Dodgers clinched yesterday. They're resting like half their lineup. You got to remember it's the third, or they're on I think they're on like a getaway day or something like that. But I mean, they're resting half their lineup tonight. So I think there might be a little bit overreaction to that in the line. I know some people are on Baltimore because of some of those reasons, and I don't blame somebody who wants to take a stab at Baltimore because this is probably the best spot. If you're ever going to bet Baltimore against the Dodgers, situationally speaking, this is the best spot to take it. But I'm going to need way more than plus 180, plus 190 range to bet Baltimore against the Dodgers. I need what I got yesterday, plus 290. Of course, plus 290 went down the toilet yesterday because the Orioles got fucking pimp slapped. But still, I mean, I need way more than. Yeah, I'm not taking the Dodgers here just because of those reasons. But I do think this is a good spot for the Orioles, but not at this price. You need over plus 200 to take the Orioles against the Dodgers, even with the situational spot.
Yeah. What's up, Bob? Yeah, I agree with that. I would think that would be the reason. What's up, Raymond Ramon, my man, North Side? What's going on, boys? All right, let's move along to we got Red Sox Pointer and Blue Jays Font. We got minus 133 with the Red Sox, plus 123 on the Jays. 10.5 is the team totals, or is the full game over under. Team totals are 5.5 Red Sox, 4.5 Blue Jays. I got nothing. Ant?
The problem is both teams have pitching changes here. So, yep. I mean, I'm stuck like not really having time to break down the games with the pitching changes. I would just looking at that number, I would lean Red Sox just because that's a really cheap price on the Red Sox versus a terrible Blue Jays team. But I'm passing along on this game. I would not take the Blue Jays at plus 118 against the Red Sox, though. That seems a little adventurous. I mean, I need a better price on the Blue Jays to be that adventurous.
Yeah. Bob's asking, I don't bet bad teams generally, so this wouldn't apply to me. Bob's asking Baltimore first five. And any interest there?
No. I still need more of a price. I mean, I'm looking at plus 165, plus 115 on the first five run line for Baltimore. I mean, I'm still needing closer to plus 200 in order for that to be any value to me here.
Right.
So.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, let's move along. This is interesting for Ant and I. Brewers, Marlins, Davies, Lopez. Brewers are minus. I got minus 140. I think Ant's got a little better number, but the Marlins are plus 130. Over under is 8. The team totals are 4.5 and 3.5. 4.5 Brewers, 3.5 Marlins. I just laid it. I took the Brewers. I actually think the Brewers have the better pitcher in this matchup. As much as I hate to say it, that I'm going to be tailing Zach Davies, but I think we got the better pitcher, and I know we got the better offense, obviously. So I'm going to lay the wood and take the minus 140 on the Brewers. Ant, what do you got?
I did get a better number than you, so eat that, minus 134. But yeah, it pains me to bet on Zach Davies, but I'm not really betting on Zach Davies. You're fading the Marlins. If there's one thing teams that are not going, I mean, the Marlins are going to lose like 108 games. You know what I mean? Like they're going to lose a lot of games. They've already lost a lot of games this year. Like it was just the same thing as yesterday when I bet the Brewers, even though I didn't actually have any line value on them according to my numbers, it was actually right on the number, minus 180. But it's just take the fucking win.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The Brewers, Zach Davies is a bad pitcher, but so's fucking Lopez. Lopez is terrible also. So you got two bad pitchers, but Yelich is out of the lineup. So okay, well there's another strike against the Brewers. Yelich is out of the lineup. Well, who the hell do the Marlins have in their lineup? It's a who's who of who the fuck is that? I mean, I guarantee you pull up the Marlins lineup, the only guy you can name is Starlin Castro.
Well, I mean, they have some other players, but I get you. Yeah, go ahead. Take care of the dogs. Damn dogs. Unbelievable. What kind of show we're running around this motherfucker. All right, so let's move on. So we're both on the Brewers. Money line. He got 132 or 135. I think I got 140. Fuck it, I'm cool with it. Next game, we got the Diamondbacks and Ray. We got Mats and the Mets. Diamondbacks are plus money. That's interesting. Plus 107. The comeback is minus 117 on the Mets. Over under 8.5. Team totals are 4.5. I didn't really look at this. I would probably lean. Nah, I was going to say I'd probably lean Diamondbacks, but I think I'm going to stay off of it. Basically, in kind of a pick'em game. Let me see if Ant's back. Yeah. So I got nothing on that. Ant, you got anything in that Arizona game?
No, I mean I lean the Diamondbacks, but I need a little bit better number than what they're offering, so I had to pass.
Aaron,
I'm looking at a plus 102, and I want a number like I got yesterday, like the plus 115 range. So this is a pass. This it's just like yesterday. It's a coin flip, but the price isn't as good.
right. Aaron's asking Brewers run line worth a shot. I mean, it is obviously if you think the Brewers are going to win the game. I would rather just lay it personally because the juice isn't crazy at minus 40. If you're the type that doesn't like to lay 140, obviously you take that run line, you could get it down to probably around a pick 'em. So I wouldn't hate that play, but I would rather take. It's obviously not a guaranteed win. I would rather lay the 140 and take the better chance of covering it. Obviously, so Aaron, I'm going to say no. Ant, what do you think?
To me, it's just up to the individual better. Uh, Run line, money line, and minus one lines are all EV neutral,
Yeah,
so it doesn't really matter. I never bet run lines because I get disgusted if
yeah,
I bet on a team and they win and I still lose my bet. Um, so if I want to have slightly lower juice or whatever, I'll bet a minus one instead of doing a run line.
yeah.
But in the long run, it just doesn't matter.
It really
Um,
doesn't. I mean, it's all juiced accordingly. So what Ant says does make a lot of sense. At the end of the year, it's all going to come out in the wash at about even. So, but I don't have a problem with your play. What's up, Cody? What's up, David? All right, let's move along to Nationals. This is a nice little matchup here. We got the Nats, we got the Twins, we got Perez, we got Strasburg. Minus 150 for the Nats. The comeback's plus 140 on the Twins. Over under 9.5. Team totals 5.5 Nats, 4.5 Twins. Not a game I'm going to be getting in on, but I will be watching. That's a nice little game. Obviously, I think the Nats have the pitching matchup advantage. Let's say the Twins probably have the hitting advantage, although the Nats can hit. But at the numbers they're at, I might lean Twins at getting plus 140, but I'm off of it. And
Yeah, that's the problem with this game is you have a much better starting pitcher with Strasburg, but you have a better team with the Twins. Um, I would lean towards the Twins getting that price, but I'm not looking to fade Strasburg here. So I'm passing the game. I'm not looking to lay minus 150 on a road team against Minnesota either. When I think the Twins are probably going to win 100 games this year, so it's just a pass. I don't have enough value on either side.
yeah, I like the Twins against righties. With Polanco now coming from the left side, and Rosario's from the left side.
Strasburg's no normal righty though.
Yeah, no, right, and Kepler from the left side. So I do like them a little bit better against righties as opposed to lefties. But like Ant says, makes a lot of sense. I mean, Strasburg's not an average righty; he's an elite pitcher. So I don't find enough value here either way to jump on that. So I'm off, and you're off, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fade I'm not going to fade Strasburg, and I'm not going to fade the Twins at home at that price. So
Right, but we both lean to they'll getting like plus 145 on the Twins. I think if we're gonna go either way, that would be the play.
Yeah, that's the value side, but I still don't want it.
I hear you. All right, so okay, we don't really. I was gonna say, do we got to speed it up? We really don't. We got only 2 or 3 more games to get through. Or actually, we're at the 8 o'clock games now. All right, so did you want to? Let's recap those 7 o'clocks. The only thing I got is the money line and Brewers. What do you got, Ant?
Money line on the Brewers.
That's it. So that's all we got.
I got 3 more plays though, but that's all I got for the early slate.
Okay, so we're in unison on that. Okay, perfect. Let's roll to the 8 o'clocks or your 7 o'clocks. We got Kittredge in the Rays. We got Gerardo in the Rangers, minus 150 for the Rays. The comeback's plus 140 for the Rangers. We got over under 11. Team totals 5.5 and 4.5. I got nothing. Ant?
It's a pass. I don't. I mean, it's a pass. I leaned Texas again. I leaned Texas yesterday, and they had a bullpen blow. Their bullpen blew it in like the last couple innings. I mean, I think Texas led the whole game.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't bet the game, but it's the same situation here. I think there's slight value with the Rangers.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take it. There's not enough value to bet them. I think the game should be, closer in the like 130 range, minus 130, plus 130. And so obviously you got to pay a little bit more of a premium on the Rays here. Rays are a better team, though. It's just
The Rays are a solid team. That's the thing about them. Their starting pitching is obviously, elite. They have a good bullpen. Their hitting is average, but they're a solid team. They play the right way.
Yeah. The problem too is like the total's 11. Like you don't really want to be taking unders in that ballpark in Arlington this time of year. But how do you bet an over 11 with the Rays and the Rangers offense? It's just kind of even the total's just a big old pile of muh.
Yeah, I mean, here's the way I would lean towards this game. I would look under 11. And I would look at the Rangers plus 1.5 at minus 110. So basically juice free, and you'll give me 1.5. So that's the way I would lean on that particular game. All right, so nothing?
Nah, pass.
All right. Indians, Plutko, Angels, Peters, minus 144 Indians. Comeback is plus 134 Angels. Let's see, full game's 9.5. Team totals 4.5 each. I initially passed right over this, but Indians may not be a bad play here. I may just lay it again at minus 144. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do. Maybe that line moved. That's why maybe I missed it. I'll just lay it again. I'll take the Indians on the road at minus 144 straight up money line. Let me just do a half unit on that one though. So, yep, Indians money line minus 144 half unit. Ant?
I don't dislike that play, but I'm off it. I think the Indians do win again. I'm just not a fan of laying minus 150 with Plutko. He's probably their worst starting pitcher. But the Angels ain't throwing out anybody who's worth a fuck either. So it's so you're not really like, oh gee, the Indians are starting pitching disadvantage in this game like they normally are when Plutko starts. But I still don't. I'm still not running to the gate to get a ticket on lane minus 145, minus 150 when Plutko starts. But the Indians should definitely win this game, I believe. I bet them a couple times already in this series, so if you want to keep betting them, I don't blame you. The Angels are done for the year, and the Indians got a playoff berth to try and capture.
What's up, Cody? What's up, Rich? What's up, Adam? Ron? What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm going to do that one for a half unit.
And can you and I just go ahead and in unison say "fuck you, Jay" for tailing the Brewers play?
Did he?
Yeah. Jesus.
Everyone off of it. All right. So
I'm gonna buy off and bet the Marlins right now.
All right. So Yanks, Sabathia, Tigers, Boyd. Yanks are
postponed.
Okay, postponed. Yeah, I did just do that. Okay, here's another battle. Sparkman against Lopez. Love it. Royals, White Sox. Royals a plus 145. The White Sox minus 155. That is amazing to me. With Lopez on the mound to be a minus 155, and you're the White Sox. Wow. Over under 10.5. Team totals 4.5 for the Royals, 5.5 for the White Sox. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Royals plus 1.5 at minus 129. I think that's just some insurance for me. I think this game is probably closer to a pick 'em. So I'll take that 1.5, put that in my back pocket. So I'll start 1.5 up on terrible Lopez. So that's my play for full unit. I'm going to take Royals plus 1.5. Excuse me, 1.5 at minus 129. And you got anything? I'm sure you don't.
Yeah, I'm on the Royals at plus 145 money line.
Oh, sweet. All right.
And believe it or not, guys, Matt and I did not confer with our picks before today, but somehow for the first time all season, we both found a way to be on the Royals in the same game.
Yeah,
Might only be like the third time I bet the Royals all fucking year. I'm not sure. But,
yeah, I probably only bet them 5 times, but so we're both on the Royals. That's terribly scary.
It is, but I mean, well, let's just be honest here. I mean, both teams are about equally bad. I mean, you're getting a really good price to bet it. I mean, you can't look at like, gee, I'm betting the Royals. You got to look at like, wow, Lopez sucks and he's minus 150, and the White Sox suck and they're minus 150, and the White Sox lineup sucks and they're minus 150. The White Sox bullpen sucks and they're minus 150. Yep. I mean, yeah, I mean, when you got two shitbag teams, take that big plus number if they're going to give you one.
Yep, I hear you. All right, we got Urquido and the Astros, Anderson and the Athletics. Athletics plus 140, comebacks minus 150 on the Astros. 10.5 is the total, 4.5 team total Athletics, 5.5 team total Astros. I got nothing. Normally, I would say I'm going to jump on the Astros at minus 150, but the Athletics play them tough, and so I would need a better number. So I'm off that. Yeah.
The Astros are throwing out a terrible starting pitcher.
They are.
The Athletics are throwing out a very mediocre starting pitcher, and we all know what the Astros lineup does to mediocrity.
Yeah.
We got two hot offenses right now with two pitchers I don't really trust.
Yep. Do we look at the second half? Do we want?
I'm on the over.
Oh, there you go. All right, perfect.
That's it. That's my play. I like the over here. I like both offense. I mean, both offenses have scored 20 runs in the last 4 days. I mean, come on. The Astros games have Houston Astros games have put up football scores multiple times in the last few days. I think I got over 11 at even juice. I think there might be some 10.5s out there at minus 120. This might even be a spot if you just want to go crazy and get some crazy plus money. You know, you could just take alternate overs. Like you could probably take an alternate over at like 14.5 at like plus 280 or something crazy like that. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if that's the kind of thing that you want to try and do, this is probably the game to do it. I don't see either starting pitcher having a good start here, and this game has 8-6 written all over it to me.
Yeah. I don't know why I skipped over that. I'm going to tell you on that. I have no – and I'm getting it at 10.5 minus what the hell am I getting it at? 10.5 minus 118. So I'm all over that. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. That's definitely the play to go over 10.5, even 11 if you got it. And like Ant said, if you can get 11.5 or 12 and you feel confident, get some plus money, you can take that. All right, cool. All right, so we go to Colorado. We got Hudson, Sensatella. We got minus 164 on the Cards. The comeback is plus 154 on the Rockies. Over under 13.5. The Cards are 7.5 team total, 5.5 for the Rockies. I got nothing. I would probably lean under that 7.5 team total on the Cards. But that's a lean. I got nothing on the game.
So the total of this game is 13.5. You know what the total in yesterday's game was?
Was it like 14? Was it
It
about?
was it was 13.5, and I
Okay.
think it was like 3-1 or 2-1 final. Fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Um, so honestly, like yesterday's game doesn't have anything to do with this game. But my point that I'm going to make for this game is the same as I made yesterday. Neither starting pitcher is that good. You have a total of 13.5. So they're telling you it's going to be a high variance game. They're telling you there should be lots of runs. You do not lay minus 160, minus 170 in this high variance environment. I'm off this game as well, but I encourage people, if they have to bet this game, do not lay the wood. Go for that big plus money when you're betting high variance.
Yep.
Hopefully, people listened to me yesterday. I didn't bet the game yesterday, but I let people know don't. It was the same advice yesterday, and the Rockies won. Of course, it was a low-scoring game, but still, the Rockies won. So if you listened to me yesterday, you either stayed off a loser or you just took the Rockies and got like a plus 150 casher. But still, it's
Yep.
the same. It's the same advice. You either got to take the Rockies in these high variance situations at plus 150, or you just got to pass. You can't lay these big numbers because it's not like the Rockies are playing the fucking Walker Bueller coming in there with the Dodgers, or you know what I mean. It's Hudson. Hudson's okay. I mean, the Cardinals are not world beaters. The Cardinals are a good team. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not the Dodgers. They're not the Astros. They're not a top tier team, and you can't be laying minus 170 with a total like that.
No, and Ant's exactly right. In a high variance game when the total's, 12, 13, 14, I always look to the dog because they're telling you the unexpected could happen in this game. There's going to be a lot of runs, so why not take the plus money? That doesn't always pay off, but that may get you an extra percent or two a year, which is, percent or two, from 52 to 54%, 51 to 53% means all the difference. All right, so we're both off of that. So the Pirates and Agrizal, the Giants and Webb. Pirates are plus 129. The comebacks minus 139 with Webb and the Giants. Let's see, we got over under 9. Team total 3.5 Pirates. Team total 4.5 Giants. I love the Pirates over 3.5 team total, but it's at 146. Now, if someone out there is lucky enough to get a 4, I know Bovado sometimes won't put a hook on it. They'll just put it at 4, 5, 3, whatever. So if you can get that at 4, I would definitely take the over. I'm half tempted to take the over 3.5 at 146. They should get to Webb again. They hit much better against righties than lefties. So I don't have a play, but depending on what book you have, maybe look at the over 3.5 on the Pirates or the over 4 if you can get it at reduced juice minus 115, minus 20, minus 120, something like that. So I'm off it, but I would lean Pirates team total over. And
If the total was 8.5, I'd take the over, but I'm passing right now. It's at 9.
yeah, we did hit the over. That was one of our winners yesterday. Was the over in this game? While on paper you look at these teams and you don't think they could hit. The Pirates they probably hit. I'll have to look. Probably 280 as a team in this day and age is crazy.
They got a pretty hot offense right now over the last couple of weeks too. They've heated up.
Yeah, they don't hit for a lot of power, but they got tough outs all the way through the lineup.
And the pitchers aren't worth the fuck in this game either. So
yeah, Ant's on to something. If you can maybe get 8.5, maybe take that over. All right, so we got Hamels and the Cubs. We got Paddock and the Padres. Basically a pick'em game, minus 106, minus 104. See over under is 8. Team totals are both 3.5. Jesus, I mean, well, the Cubs got so many injuries. I was going to say the team totals look interesting, but both two good pitchers on the mound. Cubs are banged up. Yeah, I got nothing. And
I don't have anything on this game, but if you can get 3.5 on the Padres team total, that's worth a look. Hamels has looked pretty bad lately, and the Padres got a lot of right-handed bats. So,
well, I can still get 3.5, but it's juiced. It's at 135. So I got
yeah,
nothing.
that's a hard juice to win on. But
Yeah.
that would be the only look I would have in this game. Otherwise, it's a pass. I don't. God, fuck my Cubs right now.
Yeah, I
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
burn all my Cubs gear after this debacle.
Let's see what we got before we get to our last game or two. Anybody, any questions? What's up, Bobby Lee, Northside, Jay? What's up, boys? All right, well, let's move right along. This is the last game. We got the Reds and Sonny Gray. We got the Mariners and Gonzalez. Reds are minus 154. The comeback on the Mariners plus 144. Over unders 8. Team totals 4.5 Reds, 3.5 Marlins. I actually do have a play. I'm going to go back to old reliable and a low total game. I'm going to take plus 1.5 on the Mariners in this game at minus 124. I like playing those plus 1.5s in low total games. I mean, the math is on your side. Again, if it brings you up a 1 or 2%, these little tricks, and this has worked for me all season. So Sonny Gray's been good. I don't trust the Reds' offense. Seager's really warming up for the Mariners. Their bats have been coming alive, so I'm going to take them plus 1.5 at minus 124. Andy, got anything?
Yeah, I do. I like both these starting pitchers, especially Gray. Gray's been fantastic this year. Gonzalez, I like Gonzalez. He's probably the most capable starting pitcher that the Mariners do have. He's gotten blown up in a few games this year, but he's also had some really nice outings as well. I'm betting on him to have a nice outing as well in this one. I'm on a first 5 under here. I got it at under 4.5 at minus 115 a couple hours ago, but now I'm looking at minus 125. So I would kind of warn people about that. That extra 10 cents of juice does mean a lot. So, I mean, tread at your own risk if you're going to lay more than minus 115 on that number. I don't mind the look on the full game total right now either. I'm looking at 8 and even money on the under. So if you can get even money on an under 8, that's not a bad look either. So that's what I have in this game is I am on the under 4.5 at minus 115 on the first 5.
Okay. See what the chat's talking about. North side, do you think the Cubs can catch the Cards? The Cubs aren't healthy. I know I saw Contreras is back, but Javi's dinged up. Bryant's been fucking a pussy all year. He's been dinged up. I don't know.
Thank you for saying that. Chris Bryant is a massive fucking pussy. The Cubs are not signing him after 2021. They're letting him go. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, the Cubs are just going to let him go. When you got Lorenzo Cain out there on fucking crutches practically, playing games, showing all the heart in the world, trying to get the Brewers back in the playoff spot, and Chris Bryant's on I can't play today. My knee's it's just barking, guys. Oh, my poor knee. Fuck you, Chris Bryant. When are you not hurt?
Yeah, this is a playoff chase.
Yeah.
And I don't know how hurt he is. But if he's a little dinged up, he should be playing. You're exactly
right. I'm done with him. I like to see Scott Boras try to get this dude $300 million when he plays injured all the time and has not lived up to his potential. He had one MVP season where he looked really good, and other than that, Bryce Harper had one MVP, and other than that, he looks terrible. Of that core group, the guys the Cubs are going to re-sign is going to be Schwarber and Baez. They're going to let Rizzo go because his back's not going to hold up, and they're going to let Bryant go because Bryant's a pussy.
Yeah, I don't know, Northside. I mean, I guess I trust Quintana, Darvish, and Hamels maybe a little more than Flaherty, Mikolas, and Waka.
The Cubs pitching sucks.
But the Cards
run away with
it. So you think the Cards win the division?
Hamels is terrible. Hamels has been terrible this year.
He was good. He was good all year. I mean,
he's worn out now. Darvish and Quintana, Garsh and Quintana look good. Outside of Darvish and Quintana, they have no rotation. Lester's a shot fighter. Hamels, ever since the All-Star break, has been bad. He's worn out.
Yeah.
Hendricks. Hendricks is.
But I like the Cubs pitching better than the Cards pitching.
Maybe I'm just being a pissy Cubs fan right now. I'm just mad.
Anyway. All right, boys. You got any other questions? But all right, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Jay's doing. I think it's 50-50 Jay's coming on tonight, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so let's recap that second half of the slate. I got Mariners plus 1.5. I got Royals plus 1.5. And what do you got for the second part of the slate?
I got Royals money line plus 140. I got Oakland, Houston over 11 at even money, and I got the Reds, Mariners first 5 under 4.5 at minus 115.
All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you checking in. I'll talk to Ant. Maybe we'll run a show again tomorrow. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's make some money tonight. We'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow. See ya.
See ya.